Alright.
How's it going?
I'm Sarah and he's James and
There's
we're...
a dog looking at us.
Alright.
How's it going?
I'm Sarah and he's James and we're the Hold or Nothing. In this episode we're still knocking about in Potosi, but we're going on an adventure to a mythical place called Tarapaya.
We're in search of a hot springs called the Ojo del Inca, where legend has it Inca kings used to come from far and wide to bathe in its fabled waters.
We read that there were some hot springs near Potosi and that you could go in them, and then we read that you couldn't go in them because the current's too dangerous. So anyway, we've cut a bus out in the direction of where we think they are, and we're going to do a little bit of exploring and see what's going on.
Tarapaya is just over 20 kilometres or half-hour drive from the city of Potosi. It's dead easy to get there. Just jump on a bus at Mercado Chicamilla, go into Miraflores and ask the driver to drop you off at Ojo del Inca. From the road, it's a steady 20-minute walk uphill. At this stage, we weren't really sure whether we were going to get to see the hot springs, but we weren't that bothered because, as you can see, the scenery is bloody beautiful.
So we found it, this is it here. It's a big round pool, lake, and it's called the Ojo del Inca, which means Eye of the Inca because it's exactly spherically round. And we were just talking to a lady and she says you can't go in there, it is dangerous, there's currents. In fact, she said if you go in there, bye. However, there is another bit that they've created here off the side of it that doesn't have currents in it. That's safe to go in, so we're going to go for a dip in there, and she said that the water's magic, so let's see what happens. KJ's going for it. What's it like? Is it? Yeah?
Quite shallow as well.
Yeah? There's no currents? Okay. Alright, I'm coming in. So we've just been chatting to the lady that looks after the site.
Yeah, it was quite an illuminating conversation. When we first came up, she basically shouted to us across the lagoon to say stop where we were, but we couldn't actually hear her because it was quite windy at that time. And so we walked round, but her hat blew off in the wind and went into the pool that we're in at the moment. She was explaining to us that the lagoon, the Eye of the Inca, has actually got magic properties, so she was a little bit worried when we came because we came with a gust of wind basically, and she thought that kind of signified that we were bad people because they've had a lot of problems. She was saying that a lot of people come here and kind of misbehave and get drunk and jump in the pool, and they've had a lot of accidents.
The pool that they're not supposed to, like the big...
Yeah, the actual lagoon
thing.
Yeah, they've had a lot of accidents, a lot of problems with people doing that.
Basically, if you come here, don't behave like a twat. So, what happened yesterday after we got out of that pool with that woman?
She told us that there were 4 deaths in a month in 2016, which is why the lagoon was closed now. There is information about 1 person who died, but 4 deaths, and they're all meant to be tourists as well, according to her. And I don't know, we just think that if it was tourists...
She said one was an English tourist.
One was an English tourist, yeah. It probably would have made front page news in England,
yeah.
So we'd heard about it. Yeah, we're trying to get to the bottom of it, so I wanted to ask a few people who are probably in the know about it. But it seems like, I don't know whether there's a cover-up going on or whether people genuinely just don't know what's happening, but we've been given so much different information. She had 2 little dogs and a tiny kitten that she was walking around that was just on her chest. And basically one of the dogs had adopted the kitten and was breastfeeding it. She showed us. She squeezed a little bit of milk out of its teat and the cat went up and licked it off. really odd. Nothing like anything that I've ever seen before. And also, the dog was carrying the kitten around in its mouth by the scruff of its neck, like cats carry their kittens around. It's really, really strange.
And then she started crying at one bit, didn't she?
Yeah, she was telling us how she'd had a really bad disease, or I don't know, some kind of
It's
condition.
something with her
anyway.
face, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't quite understand exactly what she was saying, but anyway, she said that nothing worked until she came back to the lagoon, went swimming in the lagoon at night, and then she was cured.
And then she told us we were going to get robbed.
Yeah, that was odd as well. She basically said that the people that live, she pointed to a little house that was down the valley. She said that the people that live there are really bad people, so if anyone comes up and asks you anything on your way down, then just pretend that you don't speak Spanish. And again, just really, really weird. There was no one there whatsoever. We hadn't seen a single person for about 2 hours. I don't know, it just kept getting odder and odder.
Do you think we've got like any bad voodoo magic from the water?
No, I'm gonna say.
You don't believe in it?
No.
Do you think
We'll
we've got
see.
good voodoo magic from it?
It's meant to be, it's meant to cure you. It's meant to have restorative properties. She said we'd have bad juju if we didn't pay it. We paid her.
That's true, yeah.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed that adventure as much as we did. I can genuinely say it was one of the weirdest experiences we've ever had on our travels.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you leave us a comment to let us know what you thought about the Ojo del Inca and its magic powers. See ya!
Bye.